cash in hand in as little as 24 hours. There's nothing to pay for 60 days, and we have the most flexible payment terms. Don't miss the vibes this carnival. Call us at 456-1325 for more information or visit www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. Conditions apply. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited. I'm your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, during a call to the Shake Up program earlier today, announced that the government will be splitting the cost of half of the fuel surcharge increase. The Prime Minister said that this course of action was taken following a call from the chairman of the St. Vincent Electricity Services, VINLEC, who informed him that the fuel surcharge rate will see an increase of 14 cents per unit.
I got a call from the chairman of VINLEC, Renebatis, who indicated to me that because of the price of the diesel, that the number for the fuel surcharge, which is to pay for the increased price for the diesel, would make the fuel surcharge jump from 58 cents per kilowatt hour, 58 cents per unit, 58 point something cents per unit, to 72.5 cents per unit, a jump of 14 cents per unit.
The Prime Minister then goes on to discuss the measures taken in further detail.
What we are going to do, we're going to split the 14 cents that the consumer pays 7 and we pay 7. We'll keep it below what the highest point has ever been, but still it will increase. VINLEC would absorb about $500,000 of that, and the government will put about a number close to $300,000. If this has to be repeated next month, we'll have to probably reduce the way that formula is from between the government and VINLEC. It's a difficult period. I got a call from the chairman
That
of
was the
VINLEC,
Prime
Renebatis.
Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. WEFM's Issues at Hand program on Sunday was joined by this country's Commissioner of Police, Colin John, where he touched on the topic of sexual crimes involving minors. Commissioner John, during his appearance on the program, was asked about some of the challenges that the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force faces when dealing with these cases. We hear more from the Commissioner of Police.
Some of the challenges that we encounter is that some persons may choose not to cooperate with the police, whether the parents of the child or the young child himself. Let's say a 14-year-old got involved in a sexual encounter. You may try to get information from her. She may choose not to. You may be able to get a statement, but then under the court, you find that they go to the home to warn them. And the day before, they're not there. Persons reluctant to go to court.
The Commissioner then highlights the challenges police face concerning forensics and counseling when dealing with these matters.
We also need some assistance in terms of forensic in that area, although we know the government resources are limited, but we can do some improvement in those areas in terms of increasing number of counselors as well, and like more swabs for victims of rape and those kind of incidents, really.
That was the Commissioner of Police, Colin John, speaking on WEFM's Issues at Hand program. Still on the local scene, World Blood Donor Day takes place tomorrow, Tuesday, June 14th. This year, the World Blood Donor Day slogan is Give Blood and Keep the World Beating. It is based on an initiative developed by the World Health Organization, the WHO, the International Red Cross, and the Red Crescent organizations, and initiated for the first time in 2005 to raise awareness of donating blood. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Medical Association, SVGMA, in collaboration with the staff of the MCMH Blood Bank, will be hosting a special blood donor drive on Saturday, June 18th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the outpatient department at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital to both raise awareness of the need for blood donation and accept blood donors to the blood bank. According to an official release from the SVGMA, additional aims in this year's campaign is to rebuild the blood donor registry for regular, committed donors so that the blood bank is kept in full readiness year-round, to maintain adequate supplies and achieve timely access for any eventuality, such as emergencies and disasters, to which our country is so vulnerable. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is calling for greater cooperation between SVG's police force and the health sector. During a call to the Issues at Hand program, the Prime Minister expressed concern at the reluctance of some medical professionals to provide assistance to police. We hear more from Prime Minister Gonsalves.
Sometimes somebody will go down to the casualty, whether it's an injury in respect of an assault or whether it's a sexual offense, whatever the offense, and you require the medical report from the doctor and the examination by the doctor. There are some doctors, including junior doctors, don't want to do this work because they don't want to go to court. When the commissioner was talking about something about swabs and so on, that's the least of the problems, because the swabs and so forth you'll be able to get them through the Ministry of Health and the like. But you have to work with these doctors, and these doctors have to work with the police. That's an important area. If the doctors read carefully their terms of employment, this is covered in their terms of employment.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. On to news in the region. Guyana's Ministry of Agriculture is currently putting safe and adequate transportation mechanisms in place for the import of 1,000 Barbados black-belly sheep expected to land in the country within 2 months. Guyana's Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa said Guyana and Barbados have advanced talks on the initiative. We will try to get sufficient transportation to bring 1,000 of the animals to Guyana. I can't give a timestamp, but I am hoping that very shortly, within a month or two, they can be available to Guyana, he said. Mustafa said Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Mottley has instructed her Minister of Agriculture and his team to ensure that the small ruminant animals are sent at the earliest. Guyana's President, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, recently launched the Black Belly Sheep Project in Mahaika Berbice as his administration moves to intensify Guyana's agriculture program. The British Virgin Islands Premier Dr. Natalia Wheatley has condemned the unauthorized publication of a draft proposal between the BVI government and the United Kingdom. Speaking during a recent press briefing, the Premier chastised the local media house responsible for publishing the document, saying it only served to cause public anxiety. It was somewhat unhelpful, and I think it's unhelpful to the public to have draft proposals circulating in the public, especially when we are in the midst of negotiations and the language of those proposals is not final. All it serves in doing is confusing the public, Wheatley said. He added that the publication of the document did not serve the purpose of keeping the public informed with accurate information. On the international scene, the Russian occupation authorities in southern Ukraine say they have started handing out Russian passports to locals in two cities, Kherson and Melitopol. Ukraine condemns the creation of Russian citizens on its territory as Russification. President Vladimir Putin is fast-tracking the procedure. Russia's TASS news agency says the first 23 Kherson residents got Russian passports at a ceremony on Saturday. TASS says thousands have applied for them, but its claims cannot be verified. The Russian-appointed military governor in Kherson, Volodymyr Zaldo, said all our Khersonite comrades want to receive the passport and Russian citizenship as soon as possible. Ukraine denounced the move as a flagrant violation of its territorial integrity, saying President Putin's decree was legally void. And finally, in sports, Andy Murray says he does not know the extent of his abdominal injury, but hopes the setback does not derail his grass court season. The British former world number one struggled with the problem in the third set of his defeat by Matteo Berrettini in Sunday's Stuttgart Open final. Murray, due to play at Queen's this week before Wimbledon in a fortnight, received medical treatment twice and was in visible discomfort when serving. Two-time Wimbledon champion Murray, 35, had been bidding for a first grass court singles title in 6 years, but was beaten by Italian world number 10, Berrettini. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Quartz St. Vincent Limited.
Jump in the line this carnival season with Quartz Ready Cash. Get a loan of up to $20,000 to help you get ready for the road. Plus, with any loan of $5,000 or more, we will pay your first installment. Also, you pay zero deposit and you get cash in hand in as little as 24 hours. There's nothing to pay for 60 days and we have the most flexible payment terms. Don't miss the vibes this carnival. Call us at 456-1325 for more information or visit www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. Conditions apply. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
The flavor nice.